Nate's in the house, y'all. That's great. By the way, Nate's been to my last 2 shows, so.
All right, we'll start with opening comments from Coach and then open up questions.
Before I get started, number one is that we obviously live in a society, a social network, and, everybody wants everything instant. And, there's some erroneous statements made today about Jalen Barford. And as someone told me, it's like, the toothpaste in the tube. You get it out there, then it goes out and just spreads. You get the toothpaste out the tube and it just spreads. And but obviously there's some erroneous reporting on Jalen Barford, and as a coach, obviously you get that kind of information, and you're taken aback. But that's the society we live in. But needless to say, we're getting this team ready to go and play in the PK80. Honored to be going there. We also will have another addition to our team, and Dustin Thomas will be reinstated for this game as we move forward, starting with this tournament. So now we're getting more of our bodies back and getting them ready, and we're excited about playing against a tremendous Oklahoma team. This is going to be another test for our team as we go in a tournament setting, and it's a great test for us because I want to see how our guys are going to respond as the competition level goes up. And we talked about being dialed in for that next level. Well, we get an opportunity to do that in a neutral setting. And what better setting than a tournament of this nature? I know our guys are really, really super excited, and more importantly, it's just to honor someone who's been who innovator in our game. He's transcended. Obviously, when you talk about the shoe gear, the outfits that these guys are going to be wearing. I mean, when you think about Nike and Phil Knight, what the impact he had on the basketball world has been unbelievable. Not only just basketball, but all sports. And so an opportunity for us, being a Nike school, to go up and show our appreciation for him. And play in one of the greatest tournaments I think they put together. A great field this time of the year. This is right at Thanksgiving. So we're looking forward to headed to Portland, leave out tomorrow. We'll practice here today and leave out tomorrow, and we'll go get at it.
You guys want to raise your hand? We'll get a mic to you. Start with your
Mike, how's Dustin been in practice? What role do you anticipate him playing? Because he hadn't even played in the exhibition games.
Well, we've played 2 exhibition games and 3 games, and the only way he can try to stay fine-tuned is through practice and going after these guys. And he's had a lot of energy, I know that, in practice, and he's had some pretty good practices. But I think the beauty of our basketball team is it's kind of allowed some of our young guys to get their footings a lot quicker. And we're seeing Gabe get out there and really perform well. You're seeing Daniel impact our basketball team. You're seeing Darius Hall have an opportunity to get out there. So, and you're seeing Adriel Bailey. You take away I think the first game. After that, Adriel has been, I think the exhibition game, Adriel has been, he's been unbelievable. He's been getting us probably 8 and 6 rebounds a game, just having a tremendous impact on the game. So I think it makes us a little deeper. And so he's got to work. He don't just come right in and just jump right in there. He's got to work and earn his keeps.
Just with the foul trouble that both Gafford and Trey Thompson have been in late, how important is it having Thompson just pick up some minutes?
That's a great point, Nate. That's to me is what it helps from that department, because you got an experienced guy. It's a 5th-year guy who's been here. His games are kind of they're going down. He started out with 31. Now he has 28 games. He missed out on 3. So hopefully we'll get a guy out there with experience, somebody that's hungry. We know his versatility is really big for our basketball team. I think he's worked on really shooting the ball and maybe can stretch the floor a little bit more. But his ball handling, his rebounding, his tenacity, hopefully will be an asset.
Yeah, Mike, especially with you might be playing, I guess you are playing 3 games in 4 days. How important is it to get another body back, whether it's Dustin or whoever it is?
I really feel it's
to
big.
expand the roster.
Yeah, I think it's big, and our teams are built for tournaments, and the only thing Dustin hadn't had a chance to play early on. But when you look at the other guys, and I look at times in the last game and the last two games, I'm looking out there. We got 3 freshmen, a sophomore, and then you might have a senior guard out there with them, and those guys were not missing a beat. And so, to me, as we go up in this setting here, there are going to be times you're going to see that kind of lineup out there. Can they go out there and maintain or take us to another level in their play? But we know depth is so critical, especially how we want to play. We want to get up and down the floor, and we want to attack offensively. We want to attack defensively. You extend a lot of energy. And so, and you go from one day, we play on Thursday, then you play on Friday, got a day in between where you're off, and then you come back Sunday. So that's a lot of basketball crammed into some days. But we started the season off on a Friday, Sunday. By the way, Bob, we did.
Just building off of that, as far as the tournament, Coach, you look at it, it's like that. It's 2 games in 3 days down the road. So do you approach this tournament coming up this weekend kind of like the NCAA tournament, or it's a totally different approach to it?
That's a tournament. It's a big-time tournament. I mean, if you look at the teams that are in there, it has the makings of every team you're going to play is going to be really, really good. And the first game is the most important game. The only difference is you're going to get 3 games there, whereas the NCAA is survive and advance. So, but our mindset is going to be, hey, the first game is the most important game. So Oklahoma is the only team that's on our mind right now, and we want to go up and just get better. I think get better from the games we played here. We've had a chance to play here. The teams we played, Sanford, Bucknell, and then, of course, a Fresno team that I thought was different than those teams, very physical team. And so hopefully it's preparing us as we continue to go through the non-conference schedule.
Do you manage minutes differently because you're playing on back-to-back days?
Well, we'll see how it goes. I think that's what we've done in the last couple of games. We've actually given guys breathers so they can actually get some rest. And having a guy like Dustin Thomas come in, he can play. He can play this on the perimeter. He can play inside as well. So it allows us now to spread some more minutes around.
Okay. That's Trae Young, I guess he was a 5-star McDonald's All-American guy. I think he's averaging like 11.5 assists, 18 points. Just what kind of player is he? Is he a guy you saw play a lot, or how's he look on film?
I tried to recruit him a little bit. Yeah, he's an outstanding player. Great vision, handling the basketball. He has the range of Daryl Macon, can put it on the floor. Just real crafty with the ball, just real heady. His dad played college basketball, so he's pretty instinctive player, and I think he's done a good job of coming in and just making that adjustment already. I mean, you're leading the nation in assists, so he's a big time player without a doubt, and has played a top flight basketball. Even when you talk about it in the AAU circuit. I mean, he's played against some of the best, and he's proven that he's one of the better guards in the country. But they got more than just him. The James kid can score. They got 5 guys in double figures. They're averaging 106 points a game. So they can shoot the basketball. And that's one of the things we've got to make sure we do a good job of number one, pushing them off the line and keeping them off the boards as well.
What kind of tempo do they want to play against? And I guess you've gone against Lon Kruger several times in the past, haven't you? He's at Florida and some other places. Yeah,
we played him, and then with this team here, I think they're playing more up tempo. I think they run mostly, especially on rebounding. They get the ball down the floor. Their bigs really run down the floor. They're moving the basketball, and they got a lot of versatile parts. The Latin kid seemed like he's been there forever. I think he was on their Final Four team when they went to the Final Four. So it's a team that, again, they've got a lot of new pieces, but those pieces are really, really, really good. The Manic kid, 6'9", I think 6'8", 6'9", I mean, really can shoot the basketball. So, again, it's Kruger's team. They like to get up and down the floor. Maybe not at the pace we want to, but I think they like to score points.
Yeah, Mike, I mean, this is obviously a big stage, it's ESPN and all that stuff. I mean, you guys have played well, but it's been at home. How anxious are you to see how your team does on a neutral site against some comparable type teams?
I think it's that next step. I think it's next step. Just get them out of here, and where it's going to be a neutral site. Very much what takes place in postseason. So I want to see how our guys are going to respond. We've had some guys that have been through it, but let's say a guy like Daniel, he hadn't played in that setting. Darius Hall, Gabe, they hadn't been in that setting, so it'd be interesting to see. Even when you talk about CJ for the most part, Adriel, I thought he played in that North Carolina game, but CJ hadn't played the amount of minutes that you say, okay, he's had a taste of it. So I'm anxious to see even our older guys, see how they respond. It's going to be a great opportunity, but I think it's going to be a great challenge too.
You wrote this report. I mean, how much time do you spend dealing with that today? Does it upset you? Does it tick you off? Does it just sort of shake your head, or just what do you think about it?
It's just today's society we're in, and I just wish people would, I'm a fact guy, a fact, and I think I would check if I'm reporting something. I think I would check the facts first, and that's the only thing that disturbs me, because we got a young man, and you're talking about that young man reputation. It's something like when you put it out there, you can't bring it back. I'm sure you guys, when you do journalism classes, and that's something you guys talk about. I think that's so important. You do it with integrity. You do it the right way, because that's a kid's life, and that's the only thing that bothers me about it.
Anything else? All right, thanks, guys.
Okay.